A company uses Elastic Beanstalk to manage its IT infrastructure on AWS Cloud, and it would like to deploy the new application version to the EC2 instances. When the deployment is executed, some instances should serve requests with the old application version, while other instances should serve requests using the new application version until the deployment is completed. Which deployment meets this requirement without incurring additional costs? All at once, rolling with additional batches, rolling, immutable. Okay, rolling. Okay, let's go. Your company has stored all application secrets in SSM parameter store. The audit team has requested to get a report to better understand when and who has issued API calls against SSM parameter store. Which of the following options can be used to produce your report? Okay, you use SSM parameter store access logs in S3 to get a record of actions taken by a user. Use SSM parameter store list feature to get a record of actions taken by a user. Use SSM parameter store access logs in CloudWatch logs to get a record of actions taken by a user. Use AWS CloudTrail to get a record of actions taken by a user. Okay, D, use AWS CloudTrail to get a record of actions taken by a user. Okay, AWS Systems Manager parameter store provides secure hierarchical storage for configuration, data management, and secrets management. Okay, and then CloudTrail provides a record of actions taken by your user, role, or an AWS service and systems manager. Okay. Okay. A developer has been asked to create a web application to be deployed on EC2 instances. The developer just wants to focus on writing application code without worrying about server positioning, configuration, and deployment. As a developer associate, which AWS service would you recommend for the given use case? CloudFormation, Elastic Beanstalk, Code Deploy, Serverless Application Model. Okay, Elastic Beanstalk. It provides an environment to easily deploy and run applications in the cloud. Okay. The development team has just configured and attached the IAM policy needed to access AWS billing and cost management for all users under the finance department, but the users are unable to see AWS billing and cost management service in the AWS console. What could be the reason? You need to activate IAM user access to the billing and cost management console for all the users who need access. IAM users should be created under AWS billing and cost management and not under AWS account to have access to billing console. The users might have another policy that restricts them from accessing the billing information. Or the only root user has access to AWS billing and cost management console. Okay, you need to activate IAM user access to the billing and cost management console for all the users who need access. Okay, last one. As an AWS certified developer associate, you have been asked to create an Elastic Beanstalk environment to handle deployment for application that has high traffic and high availability needs. You need to deploy the new version using Beanstalk while making sure that performance and availability are not affected. Which of the following is the most optimal way to do this while keeping the solution cost effective? Okay, rolling deployment policy, all at once deployment policy, immutable deployment policy, rolling with additional batch deployment policy. Interesting. Okay, rolling with additional batch deployment. Okay, well, this method launches an extra batch of instances, then performs a rolling deployment. Launching the extra batch takes time, so ensures that the same bandwidth is retained throughout the deployment. Okay, this policy also avoids any reduced availability, although at a cost of an even longer deployment time. Concerns throughout. All right. That's it.